Yo, what up, y'all? It's Ruggo, and you are tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Let's go. Creating the project Mellow. Actually was pretty quick to make it. It was just a bunch of fun songs that, were compiled up and just put out into an album. We tied it together by making it the Straight Out the Trunk After Hours show, and it was just a bunch of production that I got over the months by my little homie Devin. And I got a home studio. He was sending beats consistently. I was writing consistently, and just came about, At the end of the first 2 or 3 months, I ended up having myself 12 songs that I had ready for an album. So. Oh, the artwork for the EP is actually done by my sister, my little sister. Her name is Ruby. She's actually right here on the side of me. And she drew it, man. She drew that bear. She drew the background. She did the coloring. She's a digital artist, so she made that. And I added a little flavor to it too. I put it together on a little what's that called? The phone pole. I put it on a phone pole as a poster, so that's what I did. That was my addition to it. But yeah, she made that, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Just the picture for the album. The name Mellow came about because, one, the overall vibe I was getting from all the songs were very mellow. It was a very smooth, laid back, listen to this when you're just driving, you got nothing else to do, or at the end of the day, like we said, Straight Out the Trunk Radio After Hours. But yeah, it's just mellow because it's a really mellow album. I feel like I'm a very mellow individual, so there's a lot of self-pouring into that too, and that's why it's called Mellow. Doing features with people that I don't know. Yeah, why would you ever want to do a feature with someone you don't know, whether you're getting paid or not? I mean, to be honest, if you're just, rapping and doing features with people here and there, you're gonna end up becoming one of those rappers that everyone just knows. It's like, oh, this dude just works with whoever, whatever. But I feel like keeping it a little exclusive to other people gives a bit of it keeps your value a little up there, keeps your worth as an artist a little up there. So I think that's really important, that artists need to keep that on lock for themselves before they just hold themselves out for features. And not only that, you never know what kind of energy comes with a feature, you know what I mean? You might not just know who this person is whatsoever. And at first, it was because I'm a very big Peanuts fan, and I always looked at that kid Linus from the show. He's know-it-all. He's the little dude that walks around with a blanket. He's a little brother, for one. 2, he swears he knows everything. 3, he's always doing his own thing, and he's very, he'll be doing his own shit, and then at the end of the episode wants to give a speech, you know what I mean? And it's bro, no one asked you, so shut up. So that's kind of why I was like, oh, okay, I can relate to this kid a little bit. Not only that, but Linus has a couple acronyms, bro, and I found it to be a way of me just shedding out that kid in me, you know what I mean? That Linus, that feel like I know it all, feel like I need to preach and tell the world all this kind of shit. Let me just get rid of that. So that's what Linus was, me offering my younger self. Whoa, that sounds very not right to say. Not offering my younger self, getting rid of that young demon or whatever. Our Dealers 1 and linking up with MyGuyMars came about because for the first time when I was about 17, we went to this place called After Church. I checked it out from the outside looking in, wanted to do it. We reached out, we did it. No one really paid much attention to me the first time, but the second time we did it, I had the song that I did that Mars seemed to really like, so he hit me up right after I got off stage, or while I was doing the song. He came and played the instruments to mimic the song too, because that's just what the fuck they do at After Church. And then after the fact, he was like, yo, bro, we gotta link up and start making some songs. So that's all what Art Dealers was just the songs that we made from linking up at the studio for the first time. Yeah. It's a lot of fake in his garden. They say hit him over the yard and get them snakes in the light for your vision. After releasing Art Dealers Volume 1, I think I grew as an artist by, you know, just being able to take in all the shit that I was kind of being not exposed to, but like soaking in, you know, like all the game. Like I said, Mars is a very like instrumental person. My music evolved with him because he was always on some like vibe shit and I was always on some like preach to the world shit. And then I feel like within this last couple 2 years of working with Mars, my shit has, you know, grown to be its own kind of vibe, its own thing. So shout out to Mars for that, because if not, then I would have been one of these rappers out here just constantly having fucking politics in my music or some shit. Personally, I feel like I got everything that I needed off my chest throughout all my years of music and doing this up until now, since I've dropped Art Dealers 2. Like I said, this shit was a whole time capsule, man, because I made both parts at the same time and decided to drop one 2 years ago and then one now. And so I feel like it really wrapped up the entire sequence of albums. Like I said, I dropped Art Dealers 1, I dropped Mellow, I dropped Linus, and then I dropped Art Dealers 2, and you can hear the growth and then go back to the like, oh shit, this is how it used to sound, but you can't really tell, you know what I mean? So I feel like I've evolved in that facet because shit, I was just in the studio a lot more. I was a lot more hungry. I'm still young, and you know, I just started having different types of music that I was always around. So you just tend to evolve with the room that you stay in. So that's kind of what happened, and yeah, that's my answer to that. So yeah, man, shout out my guy Mars for helping me on those projects. We got Art Dealers 1, we got Mellow, Linus, and Art Dealers 2 out now on all streaming platforms. You know what it is, baby. One way 818.store. You know where to find me. Ruggo.